Icy in Vegas, just for the that haters. I make a lot of new money, when it's not saving. You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on. Come get some.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Topper! Kill, turn up! Rush in!
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
No. 58! Right there, 56. Good trap!
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Love. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
50, go.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On first down, here's Love. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
It's second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route.
Let's get it. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49ers' 33-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cook. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, 59.
Now Rodgers. Got him in. It's gone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Love. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards, first down Niners. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Rodgers now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check to the 50.
Here's Love. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
That's it, baby.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
319. Mike 56. Mike 56. Time to go. Night, night.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Bailey's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Go 14.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
No, 319. They're going to need some therapy after this. 1030. 319.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got Green. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Rodgers now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. Room here to run. The 20. There he goes left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
That ties the game. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I got him. 6. Hey, take 26. 6.
Here's Love again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
319. Check. He's coming. Double up. Inside. He's coming. Double up. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 319.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on first down. It's Love, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check the out.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's no...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go. Slam. Swing.
They run it again with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away. Setting up the screen for Cook. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey,
watch the ball,
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson on the move to his left. And this one brought in by Sanu. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. First down, here's the run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 49ers 39-yard line.
380!
That QB's trash. Let's go.
On second and 12, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And it's third down.
What? 250!
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On second down, it's Cook, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Jump. 19.
To throw on third down, Wilson forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They run, Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now Wilson. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw, Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game. And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Rolling to his right. And this one complete to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
Incomplete. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Waiting. Exit. Hang out. Stand.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot. And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Let's go, defense. Let's Special! I'll go special!
51's the mic. Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Got it!
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Wilson, rolling to his left.
Let's go, let's bring it! Let's bring it!
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the 49ers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give.